It has been amazing. I just realized that we didn't do any introductions.
Oh shit.
We just enjoy each other so much.
We're just gonna talk.
We're just gonna. Welcome to the River Cruising Masterclass. We are on Denial. And I met this absolutely wonderful person named Keith, and I just had to invite him on because we wanted to talk about our experience on the river, how this experience has changed our perspective on Egypt, and things of that nature. But I'll let him introduce himself, and we're just going to chit-chat, to be truthfully honest. You're going to be in our lives for the next 20 to 30 minutes.
Well, and we already started talking.
I know.
You know, so that's the hard part, is that we've had such a good time. So yeah, I'm Keith Willard. I'm a wedding and event planner out of Fort Lauderdale that does weddings, destination events, kind of what you do, but just on the wedding level.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm super excited to be on your podcast. I mean, this is like so. I mean, that's one of the wonderful things, is that we've had such a great time talking the entire trip.
Yeah.
And there's probably no other scenario we would have met.
No.
Or had a chance to connect, because we're just in two different worlds. You live in a different state.
The farthest away we can be from each other in the United States.
And so there's probably no other chance. And the same goes with all the people that we've met.
We have Ireland, we have England, Australia. We have had so much fun. And actually, one of the things that I really enjoy about this cruise and doing, I feel like it's an expedition river cruise is what I'll call it, because you have European, and I can't compare it. It's apples to oranges. Like, there's no way.
No comparison.
But what I like is that we had the same group of people the entire time,
which has been lovely.
It's been so fun to get to know everyone.
Amazing.
Yeah. Weight in gold.
Yeah, we're fans. We're huge fans.
We drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, we sure did. Oh my God, it's awesome. But we became a team.
Yeah.
You know, and over the course of 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, I mean, we've just enjoyed those little moments of hilarity.
Wow.
That we get to share.
Yeah.
You know, those private moments that other people don't understand because they weren't there to understand why we're laughing about stuff. And it really creates that bond that you're not used to.
No, and I enjoyed it because, like, on a European river cruise, you get to see all the people all the time, but everyone does different cruise trips, and then they come together, so you won't see the same people every single time.
That's too bad.
Because you have like 3 or 4 options for each day to do an excursion.
That's positive and negative, because the positive side is, if you don't like people that are on your bus,
you can just change.
Yeah. I mean, and we had that on our bus. We had other cheap.
We had interlopers.
Yeah.
Because our cruise was so good.
Our bus was so good, and our tour guide was amazing. That we actually had people that left another bus to come to our bus because they were like, they're having too good of a time.
Exactly.
So that's who we are.
Not to. Yeah.
But we are. We're bragging.
Okay, so why don't we just say with, like, what were we worried about before going on a river cruise, or what was the things that we were hearing from other people versus like what we experienced?
I think the biggest thing was perception. Being a wedding planner, the best way I can describe this is that when people first get engaged, the number one thing that other people say is, "Oh my God, you're getting married? My friend got married and this happened. It was so awful. It almost ruined their wedding." It felt very much kind of that scenario that they're like, "Oh, you're going to Egypt? Oh, we had friends that went to Egypt." Or, "Did you not watch the news? I mean, are you going to be okay? Are they going to protect you?" And so it was a lot of that kind of anxiety of not knowing what we were stepping into. Right? Even though we should have, I should have known better, because I've traveled and I shouldn't have bought in.
The fear.
And I think that the fear has kept people from coming.
Exactly.
It's just, it's been so opposite of everything that anybody that hasn't been here has said.
I have never felt unsafe.
Not once.
The only time I will feel uncomfortable is the pushiness of the vendors, which I expected. Yeah. But it's still something. But also, Uniworld and a lot of the other cruise lines will have guards to, like, just.
We had a bodyguard the whole time.
And he picked our bus.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was always on our bus.
I love that.
I think it was for me.
I bet it is, actually. I really do. I do.
But I really think it's similar to TSA, where it's just physical security theater versus actually being needed, because I think it makes us feel more comfortable that there's someone there.
I forgot he was there. I did. I totally forgot. Somebody said, "That's our security." I went, "Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right." 3 days later, I had no idea.
He only came every couple of days. It wasn't every day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just checking. And me as a gay man in a gay relationship, one of the big things about we were told
It's not very,
Not very safe. Don't do any PDA, which we're not PDA people anyway, but they're like, oh, they even get a whiff. That's been total bullshit.
Yeah. You're good.
Okay, adult. Anyway, I mean, we couldn't have felt safer or more relaxed in the environment everywhere we went. It's like, you know, it's one of those things that because we're just enjoying our day, we observe what the local customs are. We are careful because this is their world.
You have to respect it.
Have to respect it, but zero issues.
If you were shopping and you were like, "Oh, my husband is here," and there wasn't like a
no like
holy water thrown at you or anything,
And
they also wanted your sale.
but that's what I'm saying is that again, there's all these misconceptions out there about what this is. I mean, a lot has to do with Uniworld. Let's start there because I
would never do this trip without a tour company.
Never.
But I think it makes it. So I was actually talking to our team here, and one of the things I love about what Uniworld does is they invest completely in the local culture.
Yes.
So everything that they buy, they're buying locally. Everything we see here was not imported from Cairo or China. It's all the little towns that we go through is where they're doing it.
I love
we
that.
buy our food locally. They're not just waiting to buy it in Cairo or like, you know, sail it in, you know, ship it in. And so, you know, their philosophy is like make travel matter. And I really think that they do that in all of these little things that they're doing along the way.
So that brings up two things that you made me think of. The one was the fact that Sharif, when we were on those little boats yesterday, was that yesterday, where he was shooing away the children that were trying to sing to us because he's like, go to school.
Yeah.
You know, they really believed in education of the local people and how he even had somebody that he helped.
Trained at the papyrus store.
Trained to give presentations to tourists.
Yeah.
They're really doing everything they can to raise up the people around them through education. The second thing is dietary. Everybody told us, don't eat the ice, which you don't in the town. But
on the cruise, I've done it every day.
Every day.
I've not had any problems.
And I've had salad. I've had literally every kind of crazy dish that they've prepared for us.
We had a wonderful Egyptian breakfast. Did you have it today?
I did not.
Oh, shit. It was actually real. I had so many reservations. I was looking at it. I was like, oh, what did I get myself into? So good, though.
I did have the Egypt pork.
Okay.
The Egyptian pork, which is not pork.
I would say it's not pork. They don't believe in pork.
They don't believe in pork, but it was very tasty. But you couldn't go into it thinking it was sausage.
As I say,
it's not sausage.
I had that this morning too. And then last night was so much fun with the full dancing and the Egyptian. They've honestly done so much to involve us in the culture.
But not overwhelming.
But I'm overwhelmed every day with the temple.
See, it's so funny. We haven't even gotten to the temple thing. We've talked so much about the culture.
I know. I am sorry.
But I think that's one of the wonderful things is that, you know, the people make Egypt. And the temples are kind of like the frosting on everything. They're the cake, and then the temples are the frosting because there's just so much history here.
I know
we're both like, pause. It's like history. So overwhelming.
I love history. History was my favorite in school, and I sometimes forget how old Egypt is.
I never forget how old I am.
That's because we celebrate your birthday every year.
But I did, you know, when they showed us those walls that were 1,000 years apart, 2000 BC, 1000 BC, and you're like, wait a minute, 1,000 years went in between 2 feet or maybe 4 feet, right? 4 feet, and there's 1,000 years, and the United States is 250 years old.
And we're celebrating.
And they've got two walls that are 1,000 years apart. It just boggles the mind.
We always have to say we have to celebrate every victory and every win. So we're celebrating our 250 years.
Damn right. Because one day we may be buried and they may be doing cruises too.
Like today, the temple we found was literally buried for hundreds of thousands of years. And you think thousands, you're like, oh, nothing's thousands. But literally, we started out at 3000 BC. And we are at 2025 BC. So we're talking
feel very young.
About a 5,000 year gap from, and this thing is beautiful. It's gorgeous. Better than some of the stuff in my hometown.
Well, and I was joking when we were going into the temple. I said, oh, I bet they found it looking for plumbing. And that's how they found it. They found it by looking for plumbing. They had an army group that was, I think digging latrines is what he was, let's get real. And they bumped into one of the columns that happens to be, I don't know, how many feet tall was that? 50 feet?
It's gotta be, yeah.
I mean, and the colors. The colors.
Love the colors.
And of course,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course, our guide, we keep saying, are those colors original?
Yeah.
They're original. They're all original. No matter where you go, they're original.
Even in like Abu Simbel or the temple that we went to yesterday on the island, they've moved them.
I think.
Filet.
Don't we sound fabulous?
Yeah. We sound like we've learned things.
Yeah.
They've moved them.
Yeah.
But they did it literally brick by brick, and it's all still original. And I think that's really just a kudos to Egypt and how they do things.
The tourism here is such a big part of their economy that they really do everything to protect and help people learn about their culture.
Yeah.
So it's kind of levels on top of levels, about like a tiramisu cake. You can't have one without the other. And so the education, the temples, the safety, the security, the food, the culture, it all has to be right for it to be this good.
If I think about it, there hasn't been recently anything about something happening to a tourist in Egypt. It's always just because of the fact that they're in this like weird thing where they're in the Middle East, they're in Africa, and so you just feel like there's just like the comfort level of being close to things.
Yeah.
But again, as our tour guide was saying, almost every single family has someone who works in the tourism industry. They want us here because they want to share their love of their country.
How do we learn how to get along with other cultures if we don't take the time to learn about other cultures? Right? Everybody has their perception of the world, and most people want to get along. That's the thing, is that we all have family that we care about and love and want to protect. Everybody has children or pets or something that they love that is going to be very similar to anybody else in the world. I think that they've done a really great job of connecting that.
Yeah.
And I found it really fantastic. Was it yesterday? God, so much has happened in the 7 days. Where we were like 5 miles from Sudan.
Oh, yeah, at Abu Simbel.
Yeah, and he said, our guide, Sharif, again, amazing, said, it's like having a brother or a family member that's in an argument.
Yeah.
Right? We know, we love them because we share space with them. We share water with them because of the lake. And they're going through an issue. We're going to give them their space while they work it out. I love the idea of it. We're going to give them the space, but at some point they're going to come back. And I think that's really the world. Sometimes it's decades that go.
A history teacher could say it like that.
Yeah, because sometimes it's thousands of years, and we'll be dead and gone by that time. But
later, 3 generations from now, they'll talk about this for years.
I love the way he put it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, look, give them their space to figure it out for themselves. They will.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get deep into the politics of other people's. I just like the way he explained that.
Yeah.
And how Egyptians see their connective country. To go, we're worrying about ourselves right now. What they're worried about, let them figure it out. We're going to worry about us. And I love that. I love that.
Okay, so what has been your favorite thing so far?
The people.
No,
on the ship.
Oh, okay.
Meeting like the couple from Australia, just the connections have been amazing. The second thing is just the vastness of the temples and the archaeology that it surpasses us by so many thousands of years. You just go.
You weren't even a zygote.
Right? They did this 3,000 years ago, and they figured out how to do it with sand and water and wood, cypress wood. Using cypress wood.
Egg yolks with the dye to keep it in.
The ingenuity that human beings had to create this just boggles the mind to say we were able to create, humankind was able to create these kind of things. Massive, 3,000 years ago. What are we capable of as a race with all of this education, all of this technology, everything that we've got? What are we going to be capable of as a group? And at some point we got to figure that out. As a group.
I think we're just not being a group anymore.
I really do.
Well, because it's globalism versus individuality and
It feels very similar to what astronauts feel when they come back. They go off and they come back, and when they're up in space and they're looking down at the world, there's no borders. They don't, there's just land masses and clouds and water, and they see this little tiny blue planet, right? And I feel that makes me feel similar. If I could guess what they feel, that's how I'm feeling on this trip.
Okay.
Right? It's that there are other worlds that I could never explain, understand, conceive until I've been there, and this has been a real eye-opening experience from from top to bottom. And I'm a joyful human being already. And
Right.
this just makes me feel even better about mankind, that we will figure it out and hopefully not destroy ourselves in the long run.
I don't think we'll destroy ourselves. It's just a growing. We always have to grow and learn and, growing pains.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in our teenage years.
But wasn't it fabulous to just be next to something that you realize that another human being 3,000 years ago was sitting there, and you were just thinking, what were they thinking? What were they doing? Did they have family? Did they have dogs? Did they have, because I'm a dog person, what was their
There's been
life?
a lot of animals that I was not expecting.
I will say,
That is not my favorite.
not my favorite. That's been one of my
I've had to completely cut off from it
emotional.
because I want to bring my dog here just so he knows how good he has it.
Right? I mean, Luna and Teddy,
Scared
I am
straight.
telling you right now, just because you don't think that couch is soft enough and you have to bring a blanket over, I'm just telling you, my God.
I'm going to be like, look at the starving dogs in Egypt.
And that is one thing. So we're talking.
It's been so hard.
If we've been talking, some of the harder parts are the dogs.
Yeah.
There are a lot of dogs.
And cats.
There are cats everywhere.
Both of them, yeah.
But the dogs seem to have it worse. I see them with limps and mange and not doing well overall.
Yeah.
And I know that there's some of the cities that are going through spay and neutering kind of
Right.
situations, and those are tagged, which is going to be really interesting. If you ever come to Egypt, you're going to see a lot of that. And
Right.
you just have to kind of go, okay, that's their world. We can't save all the animals here. We're here to learn. We got to let that go and just be like, okay.
It is. That is the hardest part, though.
Yeah.
And I've had to disconnect from it because if not, I'll just focus on it and it'll just make me sad.
And it'll make you sad. And then you don't see anything else. You don't see
Yeah.
all the amazing, wonderful things. Like one of my favorite parts was the first day in the market. The first thing that we went to go to, the Bazaar. And now I understand why they call it Bazaar. Because it was bizarre. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, going down the aisle and seeing, like, there'd be a table like this. And just imagine, like, hundreds of people walking right past us. And somebody would be like, and then they'd pull up a chair right in front of people.
Right.
And everybody would just scoot around and there's coffee being served. And it felt like you were, like, literally having coffee in an alley. That's what it felt like. But imagine the alley being bright and colorful and full of people. And, like, that's what it felt like. Because they were just so excited to see people. Like, it was
Again, they're
amazing.
lovely people. Like, even, as you're walking through, they're like, hey, Habibi, you're so beautiful. Come look at my stuff.
What was butt?
Huh?
What was butt? What was the word for butt?
Oh, tiki.
Tiki.
Teasy.
Teasy.
I
Good.
think that means butt.
Butt.
Arabic.
This butt,
So-
not butt plus. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
It was. I mean, that's been another fun thing is learning a few.
Well, we've learned our Arabic word of the day.
little tiny words. What was it? New Year's.
Sana Saida.
Sana Saida. And it was funny because when you say it, there'd be several Egyptians that'd be like, "Happy New Year."
Yeah.
They'd say it in English to you back. I love that.
Well, and we were talking to him about how smart they are.
Yes.
And they
Brilliant.
know so many languages, enough to get by, because this is how they make their money.
That's how they make their money. So they know
yeah.
Russian, English, German, Chinese, American.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Did I say English and American?
You did. You said it's okay.
Bam. This is like...
Our English friends will forgive you.
Oh, my God.
Because I'm pretty sure they think American is a different language.
It is 100% a different language. But they know bits and pieces of all of these languages.
Yes.
It is shocking
It
how
is.
good they can speak in all of these languages enough to like say, this is the price, this is how much, don't go, let's barter.
Okay, on that same note though,
Yeah.
one of the things that's good about having your guide with you is you can be like, I want this. What is the price that I should be paying
Yep.
for it? Because they start out at an astronomical price. Part of the Egyptian culture is haggling.
They
Literally,
love
that
haggling.
love haggling. They
They
do
do.
it. Everyone does it. It's not just like, oh, they're doing it because I'm a tourist.
And they do it in department stores. They do it literally everywhere.
Even on the boat. You did
Even
it.
on the boat.
You did it. My mom did not.
I know. So we're not going to talk about
We're
that.
not going to talk
Yeah.
about that.
But I mean, I went and bought, the long.
What is it? The gum.
Oh, put it in the text.
We'll
yeah.
put it later. We'll tell you what it is.
Anyway, it's
it's
the
a
tradition.
Egyptian outfit, because we had the Egyptian night, so everyone. I was surprised how many people dressed up.
I loved it.
I loved it.
Everybody got their
Yeah.
outfit, and so when I went to go buy mine, he started at 30,000 Egyptian pounds. 30.
So so the math. Okay, here's the math though. So it's
Yeah.
48. Basically, let's just say 50 pounds, Egyptian pounds to $1 US.
Dollar, right.
So 5,000 Egyptian pounds is $100.
Right.
Just so we're like basic quick math.
Yeah. So
we're
$300.
Oh my God.
I mean, he was trying to charge me $300.
Yeah.
And we ended up at $600. So 30,000 pounds
to 600.
To 600. So a good rule of thumb is whatever their offer is, not for this particular conversation because he was just crazy going that. But rule of thumb that we learned before coming is whatever their offer is, go a third.
Yes.
And you'll probably end up somewhere halfway. And you're
That's
gonna
what you were saying.
Yeah, and you still get robbed a little bit, but whatever.
I do have to feel sorry and I am better off, and I do want to help out at least a little.
Yeah.
They can be like, oh, I fleeced her, and I'm like, I fleeced them.
You're like, I know you fleeced me. Let's go with that. But it's interesting because like the T-shirts, they always start off at like $25 or $35, and we always end up at like 5 or 10.
Yeah.
Always, every single time.
5 or 10.
And they always start at 35. They know that we're going to end up at 5 or 10. They all know it, and they probably paid 25 cents for this T-shirt or 50 cents for this T-shirt, but that's okay. That's their job.
On that note, fun fact for those who go, don't be insulted when you're like 4 sizes bigger than you are.
Yes. Oh my God, because they are 4 sizes too small.
They are.
I bought a double XL, and I swear to God, it was going to go on my Barbie. I mean, I was like,
I had to do a 4X.
That's what I'm gonna have to go for next because it's the only thing that fits.
Yeah.
And the Egyptian cotton thing kills me.
Don't fall for it.
Fall
Polyester.
for it. It's polyester, or it's just.
It's gonna shrink. It's gonna shrink three. It's gonna shrink three more sizes.
Really.
And
anything that's embroidered is gonna look puckered.
Yeah.
Once you. Yeah.
I bought something that's embroidered.
Oh yeah, you have to air dry it. You have to air dry it because it gets all puckered and stuff. But so that's the other thing. It's like today we bought some like a pearl inlaid like this.
Did you buy one?
Yeah, we bought two little boxes. Our Sharif was telling us that, like how much would a typical little box would be. He said, $40 or $50. We got them for 10, so we know they weren't locally made, but that's okay.
Right.
Because we bought them in Egypt. They're just for us. It's not like we're going to try to resell it.
Well, I thought that about the papyrus, but I was surprised how inexpensive it was.
Well, and the thing is that, did you notice the banana leaf today?
I did.
The papyrus can be rolled. Banana leaf cannot, which I found really fascinating.
So that is one thing that if you come to Egypt and you're going to want the original scrolls, go to an actual papyrus shop because the markets will sell you, it looks like it, but it's banana leaves. And
so
again, one of the reasons you have a guide because they will tell you that, and it helps. Sharif was not with me, did not tell me because I bought it in Abu Simbel.
Oh.
We have a banana leaf.
Did you?
We do.
Did you roll it up?
I haven't. My mom and I want to keep it and see what happens. We're going to see how long it takes to it's going to destroy itself.
It's going to disintegrate. It's like a time capsule.
Yeah. And honestly, I got one and I'll share a picture. I am so excited for the one that I got. When you go to the shop, you can add glitter. I literally was like, add glitter to everything.
And they did a really good job.
They did so good.
She was so excited about this when she unrolled it. She's like, glitter! I was like, and then she's like, it's getting all over me. I'm like, well,
it's glitter.
It's glitter. It's like sand. It gets everywhere. And that's the other thing. You will be dusty the entire time.
But the laundry isn't that expensive.
No, it's actually really good.
Expensive.
But you are dusty all the time.
Yeah.
And we've been really lucky because the wind's been fairly calm comparatively.
Right.
Because normally you need a scarf to cover your mouth, and we have not needed it.
Well, I was going to say, but I purposely picked this cruise for the time frame.
Yeah.
Because December, January is supposed to be the best weather.
And it has been.
And that's another thing. If you're looking at temperatures and you see 75, it is 85.
It's 85. Much hotter than I anticipated.
I told everyone I went with, I said, look, I know it says 75, but think of it like Athens. You know how when you go to the Acropolis and you're like, why is it 85 and it feels like 100 up here?
Because it is.
Because you only have sand.
Yes.
And old concrete reflecting the sun.
Easy how, this morning, it was supposed to be 44 degrees, and it was cold when I went up at sunrise. I know I got up at sunrise. I got up actually at 5 a.m. Right. So, but I went up there. It was freezing. Oh my God, it was freezing. I had the coat and everything. And then
8:30, I was hot.
By 8:30, I was hot.
It was hot.
And it was 65 degrees.
Yeah.
And we were like pulling off layers because it just, for some reason, the earth just radiates heat here. So even though the air temperature is 65,
I think it's because there's no buildings and there's not a lot. We have beautiful trees right now. I'm not gonna lie, it's a beautiful.
And there's clouds. Did you notice? We have clouds. We haven't had clouds the entire time we've been here. Like not a single cloud. It has been perfectly blue sky and 0% humidity, like 20%.
It's been lovely.
It's been lovely.
For my hair.
And not for my skin. It's like so dry.
I know, I've been lotioning.
I know. Oh my God. Like the wrinkles are coming up so bad. I mean, I did Botox.
Red light therapy.
I did Botox and it's still like wrinkles. It's like wrinkles.
Okay,
wrinkles.
so what has been your favorite like excursion? We've talked about the people. I've loved every single service that we've had. Like every member of the staff has been absolutely amazing.
Amazing.
But let's talk about like the actual experience of the of why people come to Egypt.
I have to go through like I mean they've all been so great.
For different reasons.
For different reasons. I think what I really love are the larger temples.
Okay.
Because there are less crowds. Right? There's more space to spread out. The thing that I will tell you the one I disliked the most was the tombs. I disliked the tombs because it was just lines of people and everybody was so rude. And
I was
just,
talking
oh my
to
God.
Jenny, and 2 days before, and the reason why our ship is a little off from everyone.
Yeah.
2 days before, it was 3 times as many people.
What?
So that was little amount of people.
Oh, God.
And that's because Uniworld does things differently, so they purposely
God
set
bless
it up
them.
that way.
Because there's no way. I got through the second tomb and went, done.
Yeah.
I went, okay.
But the first one was the best one.
Yeah, it was. But so I like the large temples. I like the temple at night. The one.
I think that's my favorite.
Yes.
My second. So what it is there's an exclusive Uniworld experience. It does cost extra, so just.
So worth it.
But again, I'm starting to think about it, and I loved everything. I'm starting to be like, what's my favorite?
But I mean, come on. It was what was it? $45 or something?
It was. I think it was $100.
$100.
But what it is they do an exclusive entry at night.
Yeah.
The Luxor Temple, and
So good.
everything is lit up. It's like 9:00 at night.
It's beautiful.
It's only Uniworld.
100 people.
Max.
I think there was 100 people in the entire in this massive 10 acres?
Yeah.
Yep.
And that was where, though, I really enjoyed the Sphinx walkway.
Yes.
And that
my God, all of those sphinxes going down to the Nile was amazing.
1,170.
And the reason it's off one is because of the curve in the road. What? Look at us.
He would be so proud.
I know he would. Or would he? He's like, the one thing you learned from me is like the one.
No, but we also have men.
Well, and that was the weird one. It's like we went to where the women scraped their nails on the columns.
No, that was the fillet.
Yeah, that was fillet. But some of the customs
are weird.
Kind of throw you because you're like, oh, they scrape their nails across this column in order to become pregnant. It's kind of
but
like.
But if they don't want to, they eat them.
Yeah.
They eat the.
Well, and I really loved learning where it cost an arm and leg.
That's what I was telling you about the god of fertility.
Yes. Cost an arm and a leg. I love that.
I think you should tell that story.
Okay, so there was. I don't even know. This is how bad it is because I'm like, okay, what time was that? Anyway,
was that the Luxor? Yeah.
Right. We won't have to go into. Anyway, so the leader and all of the generals and all of the higher ups were going to war, and so they gathered everybody and they left one male servant behind to service the queen and all of the leading ladies, so to speak. And they were gone for several years. I think it was a year and a half.
Year and a half. Yeah.
And when they came back, everybody was pregnant.
Everybody was pregnant.
Everybody. And when they did the calculations, they said that he had to sleep with 9 women a day in order 9 separate women a day in order to get everybody pregnant the way they were. And so they punished him by taking away an arm and a leg. But then they made him a god.
The third leg. I'm like, of all legs.
Did you see the third leg?
Yeah. It's a video.
Oh my God. I was like, wow. No.
Good for him.
Good for him. I was like, they left this guy? I mean, that's not the guy I would have left. My God.
Eunuch.
Holy moly. I was like, is that to size? Like, whoa. I mean, seriously, it was unbelievable. But I love the arm and the leg.
I do. It was fun.
It was fun. But of course, then you could like tie it to holy cow. I mean, there's like a couple of different things. I mean, the fact that queens could like wanted to be cows is like,
well, because that was the temple that was my second favorite.
Yes.
The first colorful one we went to, the Dendera. It was so beautiful, and it had all of the little rooms on the sides intact. And one of the things, not to plug Uniworld again. But we are one of only 3 cruise lines that go up that far.
I know. I love that.
Everyone else buses 2 hours from Luxor.
Which is crazy.
Right. So, side note, be prepared for very early mornings. This is a trip for nappers.
No. Yeah, nappers. Oh,
Nappers.
I was like, it's not a trip to relax on.
No.
No, you're up at 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m., 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. Like, that's pretty
So most
average.
most of the trips start at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple of days that do
super early. But then you're back by 2.
Yeah.
You
And
know.
so you take a nap,
And
and then
you
you
take a
sail
nap.
down the river.
And then you sail down
And
there
you look
like
at-
this. Like, my God, look at this. Oh my God, look at this.
It's so beautiful.
Crazy. But that's one of
Yeah.
one of the things that you have to get used to is the early morning, because it can throw you. But then they're like, oh wait, you're back, and you're like looking.
You're like, oh,
watching,
it's lunch, and I'm gonna go take a nap.
And I just saw 3 amazing temples, and oh my
Yeah.
God, and my mind is blown, and now I'm gonna go eat. Yummy. And I'm not a big fan of plated dinner. I don't like to sit, right? So luckily they've had some buffets at night that I've enjoyed. But that's why I've been skipping
See, I like
dinner.
to be served.
I'm very and that goes back to the service thing, is that we started this whole conversation, is that, learning to ask for stuff and knowing that it's okay.
Yeah.
That's hard for me, because as a planner, as somebody that
Is that person.
being
It
able
is
to
hard
sit
to be
down
that
and
person.
say, Coke Zero, please, and bloop, all of a sudden it's in my hand. It's amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I don't have to walk.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I don't have to walk anywhere. They are on it.
Well, so for example, one of the people that are on the trip with me, she forgot the batteries for her hearing aids. And so she let the front desk know. They went and bought them for her. She didn't have to worry about it.
Well, I mean, that has happened a couple of different times and they've always been on top of it.
Yes. There was
And just
someone
done
who was having like stomach problems,
Yep.
and they brought a doctor on board.
And they took her off all of her meds that she got from America, put her on a different med, and within 24 hours,
Which was better.
Was better. So there's medications that you can get in Egypt that you can't get in other places.
I should figure out what they are, so maybe I want to
Right.
get some.
I'm just saying. But that's the kind of service that we're talking about,
Yeah.
is that they are on you all the time for any possible scenario. So even in those moments where you go, I don't feel comfortable, maybe this is beyond their scope, ask, because I guarantee you, probably not. Oh, I hear somebody saying hello.
So if you ever hear it, the captains have a little like alarm, like it's basically like a
Yeah.
beeper, and it's different for if you know the captain on the other ship or
Yep.
if you don't.
Yep.
And they have a whole song and dance about it.
It's
really,
wild.
It's really interesting.
I mean, that's why I was like, hello. I'm like, well,
know this captain.
you must know this captain. And that's the other thing. You remember he was talking about how some of the captains came from that one particular
Yeah.
region. And so sometimes the families, the kids, are out actually waving at their
Yeah.
dad who is captaining the boat. And I love that. I just thought that was so sweet. And I mean, that would endear me so much. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to keep you.
Forever.
But that's the other thing, is that when you go by, all the kids waving.
Yeah. And it's been that everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
They're so excited
They're
to see us. And then if you dance with them, they dance with you. I love that. I mean, I love that. I mean, again, goes back to the people, back to the wow, back to the temple, it's just been so incredible. And the fact that Uniworld has figured out how to bring all the people that are local
Right.
into the fray to make that experience feel real.
Right.
All the way through. Authentic.
It's authentic. It's like, so you will see it's a third world country.
Oh, it is, 100%.
You will see that, but they have a great way of integrating being in it, because you have to get through it to get to the temples, but still being able to enjoy everything, and you feel comfortable with your guides, and they teach you how to do certain things and how to be okay with what you're seeing.
How to negotiate. How to walk through the vultures.
How to walk through your Icelandic, because they actually don't know Icelandic, so learn hello and
Icelandic, yes. Yeah. That's right. Learn Icelandic, because they don't know Icelandic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and be like,
I can't think of it.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I will say, when we go to Jamaica, one of the things that when we go to Jamaica, they grab your hand.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, give me some respect. And they pull you into their shop. They're physical.
I haven't had that experience.
When you come out of like different tourist spots, right? And you have to go through the gift shop like we do here. Here, they're just kind of in your face. Right. Oh, and hold on to, either put your hands in your pocket or have something in your hands, because they will put something in your hand.
And don't do that. Unless you want to buy it.
Unless you want to buy it. Because they'll put whatever they've got, like a t-shirt or a scarf or a scarab, like literally in your hand. And now you're stuck because you're like, what do I do with this? You try to hand it back. They're not going to take it back. So you're like, what do I do? So it's better just to hands in pocket.
On that same thing, like I usually always have my phone in my hand.
Yep.
And I've never felt like someone's going to pickpocket me.
Never. I mean, I keep everything in my front pocket.
Yeah.
Always. But that's what I'm saying. When you go through those things, having your hands busy so that way. So as you can see, it's super friendly on the river, even between the boats. I mean, they're like so. But have something that they can't place it. It'll help you get through the crowd, through the market.
But honestly, today I was by myself and I just walked it, and they were pretty good. Like they would be like, come in, look at my shop, it's my time. But I just walked, and they were just like,
I think at this point we've all gotten so used to it.
We have. It was a culture shock at the beginning.
Beginning was a culture shock, but we've all gotten so used to it, and so I feel like they know it somehow.
Yeah. They're like, this is the end of their trip.
Don't bother with them because you just keep walking. And, you look at people in the eye, you smile at them, you treat them like real human beings because they are, but you just keep walking and you're like, nope, moving on.
Yeah.
Nope, already bought it. Sorry, gone. Whatever you need to say to make you feel comfortable to get through the crowd is all you need to do.
It's not anything too crazy.
It's nothing too crazy. And if you ever feel unsafe, tell somebody that's part of Uniworld.
Yeah.
Because they will make sure you feel safe.
Well, because that was when we were coming back from the papyrus shop. They were like all over us as we were walking back because every single person bought something there.
Yes. Everything.
But they were like, oh, they bought something. And so they were pretty like in our faces there. But the guard was literally like, no. And they stepped back immediately.
Immediately. And like when we were at the papyrus shop, papyrus shop.
Which is literally my favorite card company is Papyrus.
Papyrus?
Have you not the fancy cards at the grocery store? You know what I'm talking about. It's the bird, the little.
Okay, now we're getting into a whole different subject. I'm like, what? Papyrus? I have no idea.
It's the name of a card company.
Oh,
a fancy card company.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Okay,
all
thank
right,
you.
there.
Sorry. Took me a little bit. But like even at the papyrus shop.
I wonder if they're Egyptian.
What?
I wonder if they're Egyptian. We're going to have to Google it.
So, but the kids were outside,
yeah.
and and it was interesting because there was a lady out there that wasn't really pushing on anybody, and I went out and gave her 50 Egyptian pounds just because she
wasn't pushing.
She wasn't pushing, and then she came and gave me a gift, and I thought that was so lovely because she's like, here, and I'm like, I don't need that, and she goes, here. She was very adamant about me taking the gift.
Right.
And I was like, okay, I'll take the gift. And so I think that's the other thing that they don't want to just accept money.
As I say, they're very proud people.
100%.
And no one wants a handout.
Nobody wants a handout. And they will not take a handout.
They will not take a handout.
If you get, like, even the guy today that was sweeping the thing, I gave him 20 Egyptian pounds. He tried to find something to give me. And I was like, please don't. You're sweeping everything and cleaning everything up. I'm like, please don't. But he really was searching. I was like, it's okay. Please don't pull out the Kleenex in your pocket. Too. It did. I mean, and that's again, the people have ethics. Yeah. They're ethical people when it comes to
they might not have a lot, but they don't want to feel like a charity case because they are proud of what they do have. 100%. And it might not be what we're used to, but it is what they know and what they are comfortable with.
And you're stepping into their world.
Yeah.
I mean,
but that's what you're supposed to do when you travel.
100%. And I just think I keep saying over and over, if you're looking to come and travel and do something different, I know Africa seems to be like the entry level kind of vacation. People, all my friends, all of my friends are like, oh, let's go on safari.
I am doing a safari in 2027.
I think, and Egypt seems to be a little further up on the scary list.
Right.
I would put Egypt first now.
Okay.
And I would do Africa safari second.
Okay.
Right? Because I just think this has been such a really lovely, self-contained experience.
Yeah.
Because we have our little safe world on the riverboat as we go down. We're fed. Oh my God, we have great beds. We have great
fed.
And we get to have these little excursions. Where Africa, I feel like I was a little bit more involved in everything because we're out in the middle of nowhere. We're intense. And so this felt like a very safe experience.
Okay. Oh, I like that.
I love it. And we're not finished yet. We have 2 more days.
Okay, we have the pyramids next.
So excited. So excited. And let's do that there, because that's not corny at all.
Instead of walking the Egyptians, we'll just be like this.
I can't do that.
No.
Like, it was like you and the hearts last night. I was like, what the... Anyway, yeah.
Okay. ADHD is getting off.
That's so bad. I mean, this is what our conversations are like with everybody on this ship. They're like, oh, they're falling off. Okay, they walk away. It's like, wait, what? No, I'm kidding. It's so good.
It has. I was going to say, I think this is a great trip for someone who is very into history.
Yeah.
Who wants to learn about different cultures, but still feel safe.
100%.
Is not someone who wants to relax.
Nope.
It is not a relaxing vacation.
This is not Royal Caribbean. This is not a Royal Caribbean event. I love Royal Caribbean because, I'm a Diamond Plus on Royal Caribbean, so I love to cruise, but that's a very different cruise.
It's
this is
type.
not that.
This is traveling. This is not
traveling.
vacationing.
This is not vacationing.
I'm going to need a vacation from my travel.
Yeah, I am so going to have a vacation. Well, I'm going to have my dogs. I'm so excited. My God. I am missing my fur babies like crazy.
Yes.
But anyways. An hour.
Have we really done an hour? I'm so sorry. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of the River Cruising Masterclass. We have enjoyed talking to you about the different side of Egypt.
Yeah.
And if you want to, you can follow me on Instagram with the Travel Advisor Sydney, because I post all kinds of fun things about this trip and more. And did you want to share your stuff? Or?
Sure. Anybody can find me at Keith Willard, like literally Facebook for old people at Keith Willard. So,
I have Facebook as well.
Right. And so Instagram at Keith Willard.
And then you have your amazing podcast.
Yeah, so I do a wedding podcast called Behind the Veil with Keith Willard. So you can find that on YouTube or Apple or any of the podcasts.
Top ones.
Yeah, Behind the Veil with Keith Willard.
Well, thank you so much for doing this.
Oh my God, I had such a good time. It's such a good time. It was so much fun. And again, if you're going to travel, come to Egypt. You're going to love it. Don't believe the naysayers. Don't believe
the haters.
Fuck the haters. Oh my God, I'm so used to not cussing. I'm like,
I'm a good person.
Thank you for listening to the River Cruising Masterclass with Sydney. If you loved this episode, please share with friends and family. If you want to connect, please find me on socials at Travel Advisor Sydney or my email sydney@thepoodlebookdit.com. Please enjoy the first 5 minutes of our episode before introductions as an outtake.
It's a microphone.
Oh, look at you, fancy.
Well, I noticed on my last on my last river cruise how I was doing videos. Oh, you do.
That's right. Hello. It's a
The
cruise.
important thing.
It's worth all the money on this cruise is that massage. Right?
Muhammad Ali is
I have
the
not
best
done
thing.
it yet.
How have you not done the massage?
I don't like being touched like that.
Just by your husband.
Seriously, I'm like, he loves massage. I can't stand it.
That's my mom. I forced her to do one today, but she's usually not someone who likes to be touched.
I don't know what it is about it. I can't relax, right? And that's actually the thing about, in general, is normally I can't relax. I focus I'm on a high level all the time because I always have details going through my head. And actually the last 24 hours has been a little bit of a ramp up for me because I've been so relaxed.
Oh, this has been relaxing to you?
Because my brain has been so focused on all the other stuff that we have been learning. Work stuff has been like second nature. I have so much going on right here that I can't think about there.
Right.
Which has been amazing.
I love that.
I love that. I mean, it is.
It's like I did a salt bath or a salt, like the salt where you lay in it.
Yeah. The chamber.
The float things. Yeah. I couldn't do it.
Really?
Because I can't turn my brain off.
And that's one of the hard things about these things is that, you have to have something else to do to get your brain not to pay attention to what you do on a day-to-day basis. Like, both of us are in the hospitality industry.
Yes.
And that's hard.
Well, there's this whole so I was like, how many clients are affected by it? How, what am I, like, is everything going well with their stuff? So, yeah, it's insane.
Well, and you wonder about that because, obviously one of the things that we learned is that there is a very different world between what we see on TV and what we see on the day-to-day living.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that has been lovely is that everybody that told us as we were coming to Egypt, oh my God, are you sure? You're going to die. Yeah. Right? And we were like, we're not going to die? What are you talking about? And we get here and it is exactly what we hoped it would be.
Yes, exactly.
Chill, relaxed, enjoy. The people are intense, yes. But if you go to New York City and you love New York City and you love the energy of New York City, I feel like you're going to love the energy of like a market here in Cairo.
I likened it to Cancun. Like, have you ever gone to Cancun?
feel like opposites.
It is, but I like the selling. Like, you know, when you're on the beach and you're trying to lay out, and like today, you're on the top deck and they're like, lady, come get my.
I was impressed that they threw stuff at us, and I was like, this is like what a rock star must feel like, except with like, you know, panties and.
Could you imagine? Last time I was at the dog park, I threw a ball and it hit in the middle of the tree and couldn't come out. Yeah. So I threw my thrower. And it got stuck. And they are throwing things 4 stories high and making it every single time.
And you know, I mean, and think about that. If you were there and you basically like could relocate that dog park to where we are right now, you'd have like 8 people climbing up the tree to help you get your ball and your stick. You know, for 50 Egyptian pounds.
$1.
Yeah, $1.
Yeah.
And they would do that for $1.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think that's another thing I've had a really hard time getting used to is the service.
Service has been amazing, but the culture in Egypt is so much like that. And I think that we forget how they are such a service-based community and how much our happiness or just their family or whoever they're with makes them happy. Because it's the simple things in life that they enjoy.
Well, and I think that starts at the home. So it's really interesting that their homes are built on, you know, family. The son goes out, gets an education, gets a job, comes back, builds a second level. His kids then go out, get an education, make money, come back, build the third level. Yeah. It's all based on family. Family.
And they're basically their idea is that a house is never finished. Someone will always come home to make another level.
And I feel like because of that sense of family that they have, it feels like it spreads outwards to everything that they touch. Yeah. Right? They respect their loved ones. They want to make sure that their loved ones are safe and happy. Yeah. And that they're going to do everything they can to support their family. And one of those ways to do it is by doing things for us, like on the river cruise, being amazing hosts. Because that's what I feel like they've been, amazing hosts.